So this past weekend at my church, on Sunday, I was at my Easter service and I just got done serving. And at the end of the message, my pastor was calling like anybody that just like was ready to give their life to Jesus and have accepted him, like wanting to get baptized and everything like that, to stand up and go get baptized. And because we were doing baptizes this Sunday, and probably 40 people stood up, which let alone like that's amazing. I mean, Jesus was in this room. I mean, 40 people gave their life to Jesus on this day, which is absolutely amazing. And I don't even know if that's the actual number. It might be higher than that. But so my whole point of this story was there was this guy that was sitting in front of me, and I noticed like as soon as my pastor said that, like he gave him like a countdown. He's like 3, 2, 1. This guy just shot up. Like he didn't even think about it. It was like as soon as that one hit, he was up. And like it honestly, that was the first time I've been in like tears at church in a while. And it was because I was just in such of like awe of God. Like it was just so amazing to me that this guy was willing to just shoot right out of his chair, not even think about it, because he was so on fire for Jesus. And like, that's what I want for my life. And that's what I want for your guys' life. Is like, you're so excited. You're so on fire for Jesus that you don't even think about doing things for him. You just do them. Like, just as that guy, I mean, he literally shot right out of his chair. It wasn't even a question. He got right up. He was probably one of the first people up there. And he was sitting all the way in the back. And I was just so impacted by this guy. And I don't even know who he is. I've never seen him before in my life. Never talked to him. And like the fact that this guy had such an impact on my life and just gave me a new perspective of like what Jesus did on the cross. Like he died for you and I. He loves you and I so much. And the fact that like you can come to Jesus in his presence and everything be washed away. Every bad decision you made, every bad decision I made, which I make a lot of bad decisions. Every little bad thing you've done, Jesus washes it away. And he paid for this on the cross. He took the most painful death. And I just want you and I to be so excited for the Lord and be so excited for what he's doing in our lives. Be so excited to talk with him, to meet with him every single day. That's honestly like my biggest goal for you guys. And I got kind of like just a couple steps here of like things I've noticed in my life. Like this is something I'm really trying to work on, because I think so many times we can get in the day-to-day struggle of, oh, I have to read my Bible today. Oh, I have to do this. I have to pray. I do all this stuff, and it can seem dreading. Really, I think these couple steps can help us, and these are some things that I've learned to not make it feel like such a dreadful thing. And so the first thing I've noticed is like, we just have to be surrendered. And like, we literally have to ask God, like, start a fire inside of me for you. Like, start a fire inside of me for you that helps me follow you more and helps me be excited to be in your presence. That's like the first step, is like, we cannot do it on our own. We need God in this situation to help set that fire. Like, he is the match and we're the box. And by us asking him to light the match, he's striking it for us. And so like, we have to ask him to do it. We have to enter in him and like have him enter our heart. And this all comes back to like being surrendered. Like being surrendered to what Jesus did on the cross. Admitting that like you cannot do anything on your own because you and I can't. But God has all the answers. And so I think that's like one huge, huge step into this process. The second part to this, in like to go along with the surrenderance, is like we have to give something up. One of my favorite sayings is to let go and let God. Like, what do you need to give up right now to be fully surrendered to Jesus? If you're into journaling, I want you to journal that. And like after this podcast, after you're done listening to it, even if you never journaled before, journal that question. What do I need to give up to get more Jesus in my life? Like, what is God calling you to give up right now? Because that will help you set a fire. Like, probably the biggest thing that I try to fast from, I feel like every month I'll fast for a couple days at minimum is my phone. Because your phone is like, it's such a distraction. It distracts you from everything in this life and everything God is calling you to do. And instead of turning to Him for answers, I can turn to social media for answers. And so like, that's just something I try to cut out in my life. And that's something I need to be more surrendered in and like let go and let God. And it's just such a beautiful thing that when you give up something, that God fills that space and it's actually better. So hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Please share it with a couple people that God's putting on your heart that needs to hear this message, that, you know, feels like they need to be more excited for the Lord, because we all need to be more excited for the Lord. I love you guys. Remember, change your mind, change your life. Peace.